When there's a roadblock or obstacle ahead of you, you can't always change what it is, and sometimes you just have to accept it and learn to develop around it and be strong enough to handle it in order to improve yourself and make the world better and just move past it. Not really moving past it though, it's more or less accepting it and just carrying it with you.
Johnny always wants to make certain that he is the role model, but he just has that about him, that he really cares about people. I think that's what helps him to grow, because he looks at the world around him and he knows that he wants to make his world, our world, a better place.
There are children who do come from poverty, who don't have the opportunities that other students may have, and there are some brilliant minds. There are kids who could change our world, but unless they're given the opportunity to do that, then we're going to miss out on that.
Food Brings Hope is an initiative of Farouk Husseini that has been developed that offers programs to homeless and underprivileged children to provide them with the necessary tools to be productive citizens of our society. We nurture them, we provide programs that build their body, their mind, and their spirit so that they have a belief in themselves to become better citizens in our society.
The organization is one that sponsors different programs at school, and through those programs, and they can be anything from tutoring to classes, different clubs, they provide food for the students who are part of that.
Sometimes I think that people just don't want to admit that someone's less fortunate than they are, and it's hard to accept that. Last year we had 2,300 children in Volusia County schools who were registered homeless. That doesn't certainly take into account others that are couch surfing or sleeping at grandma's house or at a cousin's house. And we have to open our eyes and accept this, and it has to be taken care of so that these children have what the necessary tools to live a better life. Johnny stood out in a crowd, in any crowd, and he always will, because of his initiative. Even at a young age, and that would have been about 9 or 10 years old.
When I was in West Side, I ended up meeting a few of the teachers, and they ended up mentioning something about an after-school program, which ended up incorporating Food Brings Hope.
Kids Zone and Teen Zone are the programs that we have after school, so that we do afford the children the opportunity, the time to get homework help, to get extra tutoring.
When he switched schools to West Side Elementary, they took him in and made his world a different place.
You know, you could see in his eyes that nothing was going to stop him. And I think the perfect example is when he came and FB Honors had already begun, and we only were taking 12 students into the program, and the teacher was like, gosh, we'll keep an opening for you. But it didn't happen because no one ever moved. So he didn't get into the program. And he did really well in class, and he did well in the Kids Zone at West Side. But in the back of his mind, and he would say that to me, I know that I'm going to be in FB Honors. And I said, absolutely, no doubt.
I found out that through Food Brings Hope, they had another program called FB Honors, which I thought was pretty cool.
FB Honors is a dream of the Food Brings Hope family. And it started at West Side because some of our highest achieving students were not being challenged enough. And it was like, this cannot be. We cannot lower our expectations to any child. We have to raise our expectations, challenge our students, and give them that enrichment activity that they deserve.
It seemed really cool because it focused in the practices of STEM, which was science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But then again, it also looked like everyone was having fun while learning these things.
They start helping the child not just with the books and the grades and everything, but they help the whole child. You see the look on their face when they're taking those bags of groceries home from Food Brings Hope on Tuesday, and seeing that there's food in the cabinet and stuff, they don't have to worry about that. That's one less thing for that child to worry about.
Through a partnership with Halifax Urban Ministries, we provide weekend food bags. Many churches and other organizations do wonderful things and give a backpack to the child. How ours is different is that the food that we give is for the entire family. So it feeds the entire family, not just the child. Wonderful to feed the child, but we want to reach out and make sure that every single child in the family and the parents are being fed also. Food insecurity is something that Food Brings Hope really concentrates on, that our children know that they're going to be fed. And it certainly is one of our goals, that no child will ever go to bed hungry.
It sure seems as though those who do not have as much as one would like them to have, if they don't have the basic needs, they seem to lack an opportunity.
Miss Husseini came and talked to us, members of FB Honors, and said that she was offering a scholarship to Embry-Riddle for any student that followed the program all the way through.
I mean, all children need some type of motivation. And I think that this was her way of saying, you know, this is there for you. And all you have to do is work hard.
It kind of feels nice to know that everything you do in school can eventually help you a lot in your future.
It's going to be a celebration, an unbelievable celebration. And I think when other children see how far he's come and that when he walks across the stage at Mainland and graduates and then enters Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, other children will see, gosh, he did it. He made it happen.
Knowing everything you do, everyone else can see, and your actions could actually have an influence on them, which, I want people to see me in a positive light, and if they're going to do better in their life because they see someone else walking in a positive light, then instead of being in the background, just walk up with me.